It's warm, good choice.
Yes.
Have a seat there. How are you feeling?
Nervous?
A little bit nervous?
Yes.
It's good to feel a little bit nervous. It keeps your mind sharp.
Ah.
Feeling too much nervousness is not a good thing, but a little bit is okay. Well, we'll just be having a conversation. I'll ask you some questions. You'll give me some answers. It's nothing to be nervous about.
You know, I'm Jorge Poaeza.
Mhm.
I'm from Chile, and I like to ride a bike. I am a bike racer.
Oh, BMX?
Yes, BMX.
Okay, great.
I really like this, and I love to work with cars. I learned this in my country, and I grew up with cars around me. This is interesting for me. About my family, in Chile, my mom and dad are divorced, and I have 9 brothers in total in Chile. And if you can look something good in me, because my mom teach me a lot, and the church too. I knew the church when I was 18 years old, and was a new word for me. And I went to my mission when I was 24, and I decided to come here because I saw a lot of people in my country work and work and work, and they don't have time to their families. And families is my thing. All the time I am thinking of families. It's really important
Priority or goal?
goal. Before my baptized, I didn't believe in families because the situation of my family. And the first time when I went to the church, I saw a family, and I said, "Oh, I don't know if this church
exists.
is
Yeah.
true, but they have families." So I came here, and I have another family here. This family couldn't have babies for the normal way, right? So they need to adopt, but it was really hard for them, and they want to have 6 children, but just have 3. And they asked me a similar question what you are asking me now. And they decide to adopt me to their family.
Great, congratulations.
Yes.
You can never have too much family.
Yeah. In the school, I started to study, but really I didn't pay attention to. It's just test and I don't know, day before study, but I don't remember nothing of it. And I really try to learn in my mission. And I thought, oh yes, I know a little bit of English, and I came here and I couldn't understand nothing. So, yeah, that's it.
Okay, great. You
Because in my opinion, I need the environment. It's more easy to me learn English and practice. For me, all the things, if you want to learn something, you need to practice. So that is the reason. Yes.
Great. I think that's good. We hope it's a good environment. We know that it's a good environment that provides good practice opportunities for students. So thank you.
Is related with the same thing with families. So my main goal is have a family, and the church taught me that I need to be a provider. So families and provider. If I want to have time with my family and be a good provider, I need a career. And if I need a career, I need to have a degree. And I want to have a degree here. The university is required to learn English. Yeah.
Great. So we're at the beginning of several goals.
Yes.
Good. I think you're working hard towards those things.
It was surprise to me because I expect to receive the first two ones. And I said, Ito is hard. But when I saw my name, it was surprising. And it is a miracle for me because it's if I didn't receive this scholarship, it will be too hard to have the sufficient money to pay another semester. And yeah, in my opinion, it's a miracle.
Good. Well, we want you to keep improving and working towards your goals. So we're glad that it provided that opportunity for you to continue studying longer here. At the ELC, we talk a lot about expect excellence. It's something that we hope motivates students and teachers and even the rest of us as well. As you've been here, how has your understanding of expect excellence changed? How has it helped you in your studies?
Really good question. And first of all, I think that here I am learning English, and also I am prepare myself to go to university, and when the ELC is asking me about excellent or write down excellent mean or remember that things remember me, or teach me how can be excellent. And for me, self-regulated is related with this. And this semester was different because we need to go to the website.
Online.
Online. And excellent in the past semester, we need to record, right? Record ourselves. Plus self-regulated taught me a lot. I think that I am more prepared to go to the university.
Great.
So I love those things.
Good. I'm glad you're learning more than just English. And I agree. I think in order for us to be excellent, we have to be self-regulated. No one can make us excellent. We have to make ourselves excellent, and we do that through some of the principles that we learn about in self-regulation. Glad you're connecting those things. That's great.
I didn't have the habit to study. And now I am learning how can I study effectively. And so I am working on that, and my weakness is when I'm studying, I'm distracted, and I don't use my time effectively. So I am working on this, but self-regulated helped me a lot with this.
Very good. Yeah, controlling your study environment is a very important part of effective study.
I have a couple of things that I'm motivated. The first one is my goal, and he asked me a lot about my goals, and always I remember my goals. And I remember my life in Chile. It's very different like here, and this is like a unique opportunity for me and my family. And another thing that I am thinking a lot is in my future generation. If I do a good job with my studies, my future generation will be better like me. Because I am convert of the church, my ancients, my ancestors, they have a different life. And because I am baptized, my life changed to another way.
Right.
And when I am frustrated, I have a lot of frustrated times. And I remember those things and push me to be a good man.
Good. It's good to look at ourselves as part of history and the future, and it's up to us to make good decisions and to use our opportunities well to influence the people who will follow us in positive ways.
I feel very grateful to be here because teachers are members of the church, and they believe in the same things that I believe, and they are honest, and I feel that they want to be the best that they can. And if I go another place, support. Teachers, classmates too. I don't know, but if I need to say something, they were really patient with me because I was frustrated a lot of times, and always they want to help me.
Great. I appreciate that.
Again, I am so impressed with self-related and excellent.
Mm-hmm.
If I need to say something, pay attention to those things are really important, probably for the life.
Sure. Great. They're easy things to overlook because there's not really a grade, right, for those things. It's different than some of the homework or the activities that we do that are language learning, where there's a grade or maybe a test that has a grade. With those self-regulated learning activities, there's not as much of a reason, a grade reason to do them. It should be more about your kind of desires to improve yourself and prepare for your future. So I'm glad you have those good motivations towards them. Mm-hmm. That's great.
Again, self-regulated. Because the last time was in a book,
mm-hmm.
and the teacher said we need to use, but I didn't pay attention in this
mm-hmm.
book. But now it's required to do, and I am grateful for this. And I thought that ELC improve in this.
Great. So you prefer doing it online?
Yes.
To the book?
Yes. And activities of English for lunch. And I think that it's not easy to do for ELC, but they have new ideas. Oh, you said one thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's okay.
That's okay. Well, we appreciate that. We appreciate when students recognize the things that we're trying to do to make things better, particularly the longer they're here, because then they know, oh, this is a change, it's different. You know, they're working hard to make things better. And I think that we are always working to make things better.
I learned I'm learning about cultures, and through the English I can communicate with many cultures. And also I have a lot of things are in English. You can get more information in English. I don't know. Can you give me another example?
Sure. If you hadn't started to study English, what do you think your life would be like? Where would you be? What would you be doing? How would your goals be different? Or the things that you've spent time doing? You know, what would life for Jorge be if Jorge just spoke Spanish and had never learned English, or just learned English in school but never really tried to improve or increase your abilities like you have now and here?
I think that I can communicate with a lot of people. I can have a better job, and when I am learning English, I remembered that in my country we have a lot of things in English, and now I understanding. I was working with big machines, and all things are in English, and so I can develop, maybe it's the word, develop myself in very different ways.
Very good. No, I think that was well responded to. Thank you. Now if we turn forward to the future, how will you change the world because you have studied English?
Oh, is it? Probably with my future family, if I teach them English and Spanish, they will have more opportunities, and they will have, if they can, they will have the same knowledge that I have, or probably a lot more. I don't know how can I explain this. My knowledge about the life was like this, and I am improving with English, and and my future family can start here and can go.
Great. Good.
I don't know if I respond to you.
No, you did. Thank you for sharing.